Hello?
Beep, 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 beep. How we doing, peapods? Another day, another dollar. Another shirt with a dirty collar, as one likes to say. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you may happen to be in the world. This is what we've got for you today. The Church of England, oh man, has succumbed to the Church of Gender. No surprise there, really, is it? Really? They're not Christian anymore. It's the Church of Gender now. It's just a different religion. Got an article here from the Tory Graph. Stonewall funded Church of England guidance that said primary school children can be transgender. So they're now behind it. The church behind a belief system that involves transing away the gay. I am Jack's surprise. I am Jack's surprise. Are you surprised? Tell me in the doobries. I'd like to know. Become a warrior teacher, buy me a coffee. It's my birthday coming up. Should I exploit that fully and get you lot to chip in? So I can have a good birthday? I think I might. Why not? I'll let you know when. Not for a few weeks yet, but I'll let you know when. So here we go. Controversial LGBT charity gave a grant for 2 editions of the Valuing All God's Children report, which remains in use nationwide. This is not just so it's not just me poking fun at the local vicar. All right, this is nationwide. Amen. Amen. Women and non-binary entities. Undefined gender. She, he, it, they will be coming round the mountain when they come. Oh, she, he, it, they will come round the mountain. It's absolutely insane there. The Lordess is my shepherd. I shall shepherdess, I shall not want. He, she, they, it leadeth me down to... It's absolutely bonkers, isn't it? So the controversial charity gave this guidance to the church, which is now telling that children as young as 5 could be transgender. The controversial LGBT charity gave the church a grant to fund the 2 editions. It comes after Christian parents urged the Archbishop of Canterbury to axe the guidance, which says primary school-age children can change their gender identity and advises schools on how to create inclusive environments for trans pupils. Why do we have to say it again? There's no such thing as a trans child. They're only children in distress. What's the church doing? Anything it can to remain relevant. Isn't that like, it must be in the guide, isn't it? Well, there's a real problem, something going on. What should the church do? Quote scripture. If that doesn't work, do whatever it takes to keep up. What's going on with the church? I knew a few of these, vicar people. I might have a chat with them. I think he's Anglican. I don't know, I get confused with all the sects, don't you? So the Right Reverend Paul Butler, the Bishop of Durham, told the General Synod, the church's legislative body last year, that Stonewall was not involved in writing the report. Old Stony Balls? Amen. Gender critical campaigners have called for the guidance to be scrapped and said the revelation that it had been funded by Stonewall should be a wake-up call for the church. Great use of the word revelation there, isn't it? Last month, the Telegraph revealed a Church of England primary school had allowed a 4-year-old boy to join as a girl and then hid the child's sex from the other pupils. Do you remember this? I mean, that's quite striking, isn't it? Yeah, don't tell anyone. That's quite striking. That was later described by parents as traumatizing. Valuing All God's Children tells the 4,630 Church of England schools across the country that primary schoolers should be at liberty to explore the possibilities of who they might be without judgment or derision. This is absolutely a disaster. 4,200 odd schools. 4,000, sorry, not 200, 630. So that's 4,630 schools that have got this guidance from Stonewall saying that the trans child exists. That's as serious as it gets. In terms of misinformation. No such thing as a trans child. 3 and 4 years old. That idiot on the CIPD stuff said similar things to this. They knew when they were 2 or 3. No, they didn't. The Right Reverend Jonathan Frost, the Bishop of Portsmouth, has now admitted in a written response to a question submitted to Synod that Stonewall funded the report's second and current third editions, published in 2019, 2017 respectively. The Reverend Jonathan Frost. I think we should give him the cold shoulder. Sorry. You're on thin ice with this one, Jonathan. Oh, it starts. Gender-critical campaigners have criticised Stonewall for the training it offers organisations, which encourages them to tell employees to always state their pronoun and use gender-neutral language. It's just the whole kit and caboodle. The church have gone, well, if we looked at this, do we think it's something that we should take seriously, or do we think it's something that we should go all in? Come on, Popey, Bishop, whoever you are. No, that's Catholics, isn't it? Oi, Padre. I don't even know if that's a thing, is it? Vicar. What do you call them? Your Eminence. Go all in. Go all in. Go on. Go for the jackpot. Right, we'll go all in. What does that mean? Men or women? We're there. Transubstantiation sort of stuff. Yeah, we're on it. We're on it. The Bishop of Portsmouth said the funding, the value of which neither the church nor Stonewall has disclosed, was given by Stonewall after the Department of Education gave the charity a significant grant for work in this area. They recognise the quality of our work in valuing all God's children, so we're keen that we should be able to develop it to include the prevention of transphobic bullying through an updated version. It's just the same old monkeys playing the same old organ. Stonewall were not involved in the writing of our document, but simply passed on a grant to enable us to do so. It wasn't us, Your Honour. We only fenced the money. We only fenced the goods. Yeah, I love it. We only fenced the goods. Two Stonewall executives are thanked in the 2017 and 2019 edition. Dominic Arnold, who was head of projects from 2015 and 2018, and Sidonie Bertrand Shelton, head of education programs from 2016 to 2022. Whatever you think of these people, that's a magnificent name. Ladies and gentlemen, Sidonie Bertrand Shelton. What a fantastic name. The DFE guidance does not use the word transgender, right? Department for Education. It says children cannot change their legal sex and advises schools to use only sex-based pronouns. But despite that, this utter garbage from the church is still doing the rounds. 4,630 schools. 4,630 schools that have been misrepresented. That have been told untruths by the church. That obviously believes in fantasy, where men can become women. You know, suddenly they believe in that. And children are born in the wrong body, as their body is just a sack into which the wrong gendered soul is slipped by a rather inept God, by the sound of it. How you doing, Jesus? I've done it again. How many have you done today? 2. 2 what? 2. So you've slipped 2 souls into the wrong body, God, have you? Yeah. What are you going to do about it? Not sure. What do you mean, not sure? Well, they can get on with it down there, can't they? That's not fair. Now, stop doing it. Check. How do I check? Genitals don't define who people are. Oh, man. See you later.